Today we're comparing portable cyclones with full-size stationary cyclones. What are the features and differences of these two classes of dust collectors and which might be better for your shop? Stick around. So I'm just going to very quickly run down the list of things I look for in a dust collector. Obviously, suction, filtration, and separation are the key things that you want to look for. But, modern dust collectors, if they're in the Cyclone variety, probably compare very similarly one to the next on that. But looking at a portable unit versus a large stationary unit, what are the key differences in that? And we look at things like how easy is the filter to clean. The portable units certainly win in that regard. They usually have either a manual or an automatic filter cleaning system of one form or another, and the larger units may or may not have that. Now, portable cyclones in the 1 to 1.5 horsepower range are really just meant to be used with one tool at a time, and that's just because of the smaller fan size and the horsepower rating they carry. They just don't have the power to overcome large static losses or basically the resistance of a large hard pipe system. Now, ultimately, the system that's going to be best for you depends a lot on your shop. If your tools are mostly large stationary tools and they stay in the same place most of the time, that would tend to lead you in the direction of a large stationary dust collector. If you have a garage style workshop where you're moving maybe cars out of the way to make room for woodworking on a Saturday, and your tools tend to be the smaller benchtop variety, that would definitely push you in the direction of a portable cyclone. What about noise? Well, cyclones are fairly loud, and I think a lot of that just depends on how close you're standing to the dust collector. So with a portable style unit with a 10-foot flex hose, you're likely going to be working in very close proximity to the tool. By contrast, if you have a large hard pipe system, you may be 20 or 30 feet from the actual dust collector. Either one, I suppose, could be put into a closet with some noise abatement treatment, or some of these cyclones do come with acoustic foam over the filter to help with noise. So keeping the filter clean on a portable cyclone is usually much easier, but then we also look at the style of clean out it has. Now, you'll find both stationary and portable models of dust collectors that come with this clear plastic bag for a filter clean out, and usually they're attached with a band clamp. Those can be a challenge to reinstall the bag. Of course, you can use magnets to help secure that bag as you reinsert it, but sometimes you feel like you need a third hand just to reattach that band clamp. I guess in an ideal world, I would prefer a hard canister clean out or something that would let me vacuum that out with a shop vac. But these do work, and if your machine has good separation, you shouldn't have to empty it too much. We'll look more closely at the issue of separation when we head over to the full-size unit today, but with this C-Flux 1, the 2023 model, using the crossbar for improved separation, I am seeing less than a cup of dust make it into the clean out area for every 20 to 25 gallons of dust that go through the machine. So overall, not too bad. Ease of emptying the bin usually is a clear win for the portable cyclones, but this is one aspect that I think Laguna really got right in their design. There's a heavy-duty rubber seal on the top of the bin, and as you slide that back in place, all you do is push the handle down. It lifts the entire drum and reestablishes that nice seal. Ultimately, the size of the drum has to work for you and your shop. They typically come in sizes from 25 gallon, like this portable cyclone, up to a full 50-gallon drum. Do a little research to see if your model dust collector will allow the use of plastic inserts in the drum. This one will, so long as you use the cage insert to keep the bag in place. However, with both of my dust collectors, I prefer to collect directly into the bin. The whole dust collector, as well as the bin, are pretty mobile. Look at it roll. We can watch Jackie Gleason while we eat. So how does a stationary unit compare to a small portable Cyclone? Well, the cones on them are a lot taller, and you have to consider that particular feature when you're shopping for a new dust collector. Some of these tall Cyclones require a 9.5 or a 10-foot ceiling to even fit in your shop, so definitely know that feature before you buy. If you want a 50-gallon drum like this collector, you'll need to also accommodate that extra height underneath the cone. This is the old 2-horsepower Tempest dust collector made by Penn State. They no longer offer this model, but there are similar models available on the market today. When this was sold, it was offered in a 2-horse and a 3-horse version. Interestingly, when you pull up the fan curve on that model, there's actually no difference between the 2 and the 3-horse versions. You can't generate any more CFM with the larger motor, and you can't overcome any more static pressure. I found that very interesting, so when you're researching, kind of take horsepower with a grain of salt, look more at the impeller size and just the overall performance in terms of CFM. The big dust drums are a little bit more difficult to release and empty, but they work okay. This was originally a 50-gallon drum for dried tomatoes. Raise it up against the resistance of this 7-inch flex hose and you can roll the drum out to empty it. What is quite a bit harder to do on this unit is to clean the filter. It actually sits behind that soundproofing panel that I've custom made for that. If you're interested in such a modification, we'll link up to that video. It does help quite a bit to decrease the sound volume in the shop. But there's good and bad to that. It kind of makes it harder to access the filter. On the bright side though, the separation on this unit is so good that I only have to clean the filter about twice a year. That is one benefit you can expect from a taller Cyclone. Less fine dust will ever reach the filter, and so you don't have to empty out the clean out area nearly as often. So it's been 6 or 8 months since I've emptied the clean out area below the canister filter on this wall mounted Cyclone. Let's see what surprises we've got in store. And this is really typical of what I normally see. It's a little more than ambient dust, but basically there's nothing in the canister below that filter. I'll give the filter a good blast before vacuuming out the canister and buttoning things up. I think I need a Christmas tree shaker. And that got us a little more. There might be a 1/2 inch of dust in the bottom of the canister. We'll just clean that out with the regular shop vac. All right, good as new. We'll button it back up. Should be good for another 6 or 8 months. As far as emptying out the drums, the 25-gallon version is a little bit easier to manage just because it's lighter weight and it has those built-in casters. For emptying the larger 50-gallon drum, I have mine on a separate drum dolly. That can make it a little more cumbersome, and of course there's extra weight to manage, but overall I've never had much trouble just dumping it into a large wheelbarrow. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully we've looked at a key detail or two that might help you along your way as you decide between a portable Cyclone and a full-size stationary unit. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Have you subscribed me? I'm just saying, have you subscribed me yet? You can subscribe me. I think I need a Christmas tree shaker. Look at it roll. We can watch Jackie Gleason while we eat.